Hello, welcome back to the Adventures of Tashaho. So, last we left off, managed to do the Stone Talon quests, and I'm gonna go ahead and do Southern Barrens since my RP guild basically said that we were trying to focus on establishing like trade routes there. So I'm turning in the quests that should eventually lead me to the whatchamahoo. Uh, the Southern Barrens. Oh, great. Newer Pathfinder.
Well met.
The situation is grim, Torin. We need all the help we can get.
Go in peace. Hail.
This way, Shaman. I see you discovered the high road. The Alliance hopes to sever our ties with Stone Talon, but they forget that we Torin have hunted across these lands for generations. We know every hillside, switchback, and game trail from here to Thousand Needles. But for those paths to stay open, we must stop the humans from mapping them out. Patrol the trail east, and kill any high road scouts you find along the way. Then speak to Tawana Stillwind just up the path.
May the eternal sun shine above.
Drink them potions.
I can't cast that yet.
Tawana Stillwind.
Well met.
Come up here and you can see the full scope of the Cataclysm's destruction. It is chilling to see just how fragile our world really is.
Go in.
Patrolling the high road is great business, but it must be done. These narrow mountain trails are, for the time being, one of our only lifelines into Stone Talon. They must be preserved. Thank you.
We shall meet.
Honor's strength may have been lost, but its spirit was never crushed. Even now, survivors are holding out at a point called Hunter's Hill. Continue following the path road and you will find our camp just up ahead. Speak with Antone when you get there and let her know that the trail is, for the moment, still clear.
Be careful.
Holgom.
Speak, friend.
From these hidden paths we can rain terror down on our enemies below. There is not much honor in hit-and-run strikes, but a good warrior knows to keep his foe off balance.
Strength.
Those that surrender when autumn strands fell are no longer worthy of the Horde Shaman, but I'm not giving up on them yet. The prison tower below us is lightly guarded. Let us give those prisoners one final chance to die with honor. I've set up robes that will allow you to quickly climber up and down the mountain, slip down and acquire the confiscated weapons, and rearm the prisoners inside the tower. Tashaho, stay by the tower. We're not yet equipped for an assault on the base proper.
For the Horde. Be safe.
Our resources are limited, Shaman, but that doesn't mean we can't take more. That doesn't. Hold on. But that doesn't mean we can't make some trouble down below. Use the ropes here to sneak down the hillside and slay the human prisoner wardens. Killing a couple scrawny guards won't turn the tide of battle, but imagine the fear and chaos that'll reap as the humans discover the mutated bodies. Holgrim grins a yellowed grin, his eyes glinting.
May your blades never dull.
Okay.
It's too far away.
What do you need?
My commander was butchered before my eyes. My brother's dead all around me. I cannot fight on. I am ashamed, Shaman. I did not avenge him. I recovered your weapon and armor and weapons. Victory or death.
Go forth to victory. Magraw.
Please do not look at me, Torin. I have disgraced the Horde.
May your blades
I'm alone.
never dull. Loktar. Strength.
closer.
Thrall Hall.
No orc should ever flee from battle as I did. Leave me to my disgrace. Would that I would die in this tower, but I dread learning what my ancestors think of my cowardice.
Go forth, speak, friend. Loktar. For the Horde.
Altar.
Thrall Hall.
Who goes there? Your footsteps are not the lazy stride of a guard. A shaman, you say? Still brave and free? There's no hope for me, friend. I lost my eyesight and no longer fit for battle. I dared speak up while Captain Peak savagely beat one of the prisoners. In return, he kicked me in the head and kept kicking. He kicked me blind, Torn. You'll find Captain Peak at the top of this tower. If you seek justice, bring me his eyes. If he does not part with them willingly, so be it.
Be safe.
Guards, I expect this stone to be clamped into chains.
What do you need?
Peak is a monster. If his superiors knew, they would thank the horde for ending him.
Strength.
You have them? I'll take your word for it. Hearing Peak scream as one of his victims is reward enough for me. Now leave me beat Tashaho. I do not wish to be a burden to my clan.
For the Horde. Be safe.
From up here, I got the perfect view of the havoc they just caused Tashaho. Our last brothers regained some of their dignity, and the Alliance dogs were sent scrambling. Sharp work, my friend. If the Alliance sleeps comfortably at night, we are not doing our job. We will never let up. We will never give in.
May your blades never dull.
Good. It'll take them many sleepless nights to figure out where we came from and where we disappeared to after the kills.
Go forth to victory.
Onate.
Greetings.
The hills and hidden trails are my home. For years I've used them to hunt. I never thought I'd use them to fight a war.
Goodbye.
Zuzilavis is probing the twists and turns of the high road. Even if were to map it out, they couldn't attack these hills in numbers. This is our land, Tashaho, and they would pay dearly for presuming otherwise.
Be careful. Goodbye.
We are besieged here, Shaman, and between the chasm and the harassment of the Alliance, we are short on supplies, but we make do with what at hand, as we Tauren always have. In the absence of a forge, a skilled leatherworker can construct and patch up our damaged armor with good quality hides. Down below is a hunting ground of the terror-toothed raptors. They're not so easy to kill, in part due to their ruggedness of their thick skin. Hunt them, Tashaho, and bring me their hides.
Go in peace. Be careful.
Turn your eyes to the southeast. Do you see the campfire smoke from Camp Unafe? Not 10 minutes ago, I saw great puffs of white smoke roll up in the sky from the center of the camp. It was an old signal used by my village to coordinate the hunt over great distances, but this time it was a distress signal. Tashaho, my brother Makaba, has gone into that unnatural jungle. Please go there and make sure he's not in any trouble. There are a few paths. Look for tents within the wilderness.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Kellerrock Gorehammer. We are outnumbered here. Our ties to Crossroads and Dorotar are severed, but one orc is worth 10 Alliance cowards. We will bottle them up in this pass and gut them like swine.
For the Horde.
Do you see the trail below us, Tashaho? That is my trail. And if the Alliance dogs choose to use my trail, they'll best be looking over their shoulder. It's time to collect my toll. Slay the foot soldiers from Ono Strand and see if we can send them scurrying back into their walls. Be sure to take out at least one of their officers patrolling the road. They need to realize that nobody is safe.
Strength.
Korak, how did we lose Honor Stand? It was a clever ruse, Tashaho. Alliance forces steamed out of North Watch and marched up the Gold Road, besieging Crossroads as dusk fell. Then, in the heart of the night, they force marched southward, leaving their campsites burning behind. Our Miko forces on Honor Strand were caught unawares as the Alliance poured through the pass at dawn's first light. Many of our bravest warriors fell before their blades. This was before the Cataclysm? Yes. We regrouped east of the pass and prepared to counterstrike, but the next day the skies reddened and the land was cleaved in two, as easily as a child might split open a cactus apple. See how the devastation stretches from horizon to horizon? Our Alliance foes in the makeshift bunkers were as surprised and disorganized as we were by the disaster. It would have been the perfect time to strike, but Warlord Gardrol insisted we pull back to the south to refortify. Kilrock spits on the ground. Not all of us followed. I stood toe-to-toe with demons in the last war, Tashaho. I'm not about to turn tail and Alliance plant roots on my soil. You and your men stayed behind to fight? To fight, yes. To die, likely. But we will give them no ground, Shaman. We are outnumbered. Our armor is patchwork, our weapons scavenged. But this is our land. Our torn allies know every hidden trail, crevice, and pass through these hills. We descend from the high road where they least expect us, then disappear to the terrain like phantoms. Fear is our weapon, and we will strike them. We will strike at them unceasingly.
Dabu. Greetings. Walk with the Earth Mother. Peace, friend. I've been expecting you. Ancestors watch. Looking for something special?
It's too far away.
This bundle of papers was found in a leather satchel hidden under the officer's clothes. Battle maps of the regions depict on a strand, connected with what appears to be large unfinished roadways crossing the Barrens all the way from Theramore. It looks like the Alliance plans to build a road from the coast straight to the heart of Kalandor. Kilrock Gorehammer will want to see this.
Magraw.
Greetings, traveler. Go in peace.
Terror-toothed raptors hunt in packs and surround their prey. We hunt them, yes, but we also respect them.
Be careful.
Ontane looks over the fresh hides, nodding her head slowly. Yes, Tashaho, I can work with these. You work fast. These hides will help us hold out for reinforcements longer. Thank you.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
What do you need? Go. with
Excellent, Tashaho. It will be some time before we can assault the hold proper, but until then we must teach him to fear the Barrens.
Go forth to victory.
We are outnumbered here. Our ties to cross the... Oh, okay. Let's see, though.
Go with
You say you found something on one of the bodies?
Dabu.
Kurrock pages through the plans you discovered. This explains much to Tashaho. No wonder our foes are so hell-bent on taking the southern barons. It's at the center of their plan for the continent. But they didn't account for us, did they?
Strength.
These maps have all been drawn by the same steady hand. I've seen a human surveyor heading up and down the road between the hold and the jungle to the east. We can set their plans back by making an example of the surveyor Tashaho. Karok points to the signature at the bottom of the maps. What do you say, Zykes? Even human names sound thin and weak. Kill him.
Go forth to victory. Greetings, traveler. Go.
Oh, is it over? Okay. Just make sure.
Charging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Strength and honor.
Good, good. We've got to hold, understand, isolated. Alone, afraid, Tashaho. If we keep up the pressure, maybe someday they'll simply surrender the pass.
For the Horde. What brings you here? May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Makava Flatov.
What brings you here?
Years ago, the Grimtooth raided my village. The pain, the anger, the loss, still they weigh on my heart. And now I find myself giving comfort and aid to others who have lost their village to a savage attack.
May the eternal
So my sister
sun
recognized the old
shine
signals.
upon
Her hunter's eye is as sharp as ever. Tashaho, when we first set up this camp, we were at the edge of this jungle. Now look at it. Something is amiss.
you. We shall meet again.
Not everyone who fled Tarajo was able to make it to Unofe Tashaho. Some died of wounds along the way. Others were jumped by opportunistic Quillboar. I'll take care of the grim task of finding and gathering the bodies, but there's something you can do for me. Heckle-Fang scavengers prowled the southlands of here and are savaging corpses, tearing up their bowels and dragging them away in the limbs of the dead. Please send their numbers so that I can perform the proper funerary rites.
Wind be at your back. Go in peace.
When the refugees fled north from Tarajo, some were separated as darkness closed in. Many were taken prisoner by the bristleback Quillboar who set up camp west and southwest of here. I am not certain what the Quillboar hope to get from us by capturing our refugees. All they have earned is my ire, and all that'll get them in return is vengeance. Rescue my trapped brothers and sisters, and kill their captors to send a message to the Quillboar.
Be careful. What brings you here? Go in peace.
Lane Tallgrass.
Winds guide you.
In our native tongue, Unfei can be translated as refuge, but the name no longer fits. From the moment we set up camp, this strange jungle has threatened to engulf it.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
This camp was built in the aids of the jungle, and already is overwhelmed by plant growth. Something unnatural is happening here. Either I made the mistake of sending some of the healthier refugees out to gather nuts and berries. Those that returned talked about the plant life actually grasping at their legs and even picking them up. I worry about those who haven't come back yet. Shaman, please rescue the refugees trapped in the grasping overgrowth around the camp.
Ancestors watch over you.
I think the jungle wants to eat me. I've had enough of this jungle. Phew, I'm never eating asparagus again.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. Still recharging.
You're a savior. I don't know what those things wanted from us. Thank you. It is
at your
done.
back.
Normally, these scavengers are part of the Earth Martyr's cycle of life, but on the heels of the devastation wreaked by both the Alliance and the Cataclysm, their numbers grow overwhelming. It is good to thin them out.
May the eternal sun shine.
It's bad enough to have one village sacked, but to spend the following night in a cruel boar cage, I'm glad you were there to help Tashaho.
Be careful.
The cruel boar are attacking because they perceive weakness. Strength is the only language they understand, so we will show them strength. Makaba withdraws a large horn from his satchel. This is admittedly crude work, but it'll do. Bristleback leaders use horns like these to challenge one another for dominance. Tashaho, I want you to challenge the Bristleback champion Saber Snout to single combat. Defeat him in front of his followers. Blow the horn at the Bristleback challenge ring due south of here.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
How may I aid you?
They attacked Tashaho while the strongest were on the hunt. By some miracle, there was a gap in the alliance lines through which myself and some others were able to carry the little ones. Towain trails off, trying not to cry in front of the children.
Goodbye.
The children you see here are rescued from the Taranjo when the fighting started. I'm trying to track down their parents. One of the refugees you rescued from the Koabor recognized his strongest child as belonging to Courage and Marie Stornhorn. Moreover, he said Courage was camped at the Fields of Blood just north of the Taranjo massacre site. Tashaho, please go there and tell Courage Sternhorn that his child is alive and well.
Go in peace. You wish to speak? Winds be at your
Thank you,
back.
Tashaho. But now on to the larger question. Why is this overgrown coming from, and why is it raging out of control?
Walk with the earth.
The great archdruid Arlex recently appeared here in the Barrens. He's either behind this mess or trying to fix it. Either way, we should talk with him before his jungle engulfs the whole world. He is in a small Terran camp to the southeast. Along the way, it will be helpful for you to gather plant samples for him to study. The newest flower buds will tell him a great deal about the most recent change in the jungle.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Well met. Go in peace. Ah, I have just the thing for you. We shall meet again.
Still recharging.
What is this? Gorgle snort. This Tauren has come to challenge the mighty saber snout. Snort. I will make an example of you, Tauren. Prepare yourself. Soft for face. You are strong, Gurgle, but strong enough for the Borkopolis? You survived this war? So many wars, so sad. I miss breaking them. Kurg Sternhorn.
Greetings, traveler.
A foul wind blows from the east, shaman.
We shall meet.
Kurg listens intently and then falls to one knee. Alive, my boy still lives. Praise to the Earth Mother, I still have a son. Courage composes himself. Shaman, my boy's mother didn't make it out of Tashaho alive. I will avenge her death, even if it means my son grows up without either of his parents.
May the eternal
The Alliance scorches a trail of murder across the Barrens. We must stop them here, or there is nothing left for us. Across the fields of blood, there are a number of strategic hills, marked by wooden towers and neutral gray banners. We must take and hold these hills if you hope to slow the Alliance advance. Look for the towers to the northeast and south of what's left of Tashaho. Claim a neutral flag and defend the hill from the counterattack.
ancestors watch over you. Peace, friend. Goodbye.
Jorn Skyseer.
I've been expecting.
From the safety of Camp Tashaho, I once trained young hunters in the ways of the wild. We have so much luxury now. Skills must be learned in the heat of battle against a foe camped on our very doorstep.
Be careful.
If you seek vengeance on our Alliance invaders, you would do well to observe the fiercest of predators in the Barrens. The lions that stalk along the tall grass do so with cunning, stealth, and power. Learn from their example, and you will understand the kind of war we need to fight. Hunt the plains prowlers and pride mains, then return to me to discuss what you have learned. You will often find them in the shade of large trees.
Go in peace.
Tatarax Steelforge.
Brawlhall.
Our defense of the Barrens hasn't gone well under Gardal's command, Tashaho. Garage has sent Warlord Bloodhilt here to take control of the situation. He's here in camp, and if you want to make a good impression, you'll demonstrate some initiative. Head east to the Fields of Blood and seek out Northwatch recon units. Bring the new Warlord a stack of their merit badges, which will help you make a name for yourself.
For the Horde.
out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. I need to get closer. I need to target something first.
Hmm. See, Success, the hill is yours. Alright.
Greetings. May the eternal
Yes, I
sun
see a cunning in your eyes that is
shine
was not present before. Well done, shaman.
winds be at your back.
Loktar, may your blades never dull.
Looked at the type of shaman who gets things done. What news do you have from the field?
Be safe.
Bloodhilt looks at the badges, then allows them to spill from his hands on the sands below. His lips curl up openly in a toothy grin. Now this is what I like to see, shaman. What is your name again? You will go far here.
Go forth to victory. Peace, friend.
So you held your ground. With tenacity like yours, we may yet drive the Alliance from our lands.
Go in peace.
Well met. Be careful.
Nice. Warlord Bloodhilt.
What do you need?
You have a lot of potential, Tashaho. I'm going to need soldiers like you if we're going to regain the initiative here in the Barrens.
Strength.
Tashaho, you bring yourself on the fields of blood, but the Alliance still threaten our torn friends. The siege machinery outside the gates of Melkor is like a spear arm aimed at our heart. I want you to go to the gate south of here and remove those siege vehicles from play. Here, use the sticky bombs. They're courtesy of our new goblin allies. Looks as though they suffered stuff explosive power into what looks like grease-covered socks, but they'll do.
May your blades never dull. safe.
Why did Gardol allow the Alliance to create such a buildup of heavy siege vehicles? Why wouldn't a strike ordered until I got here? Gordel will have to answer for this.
For the Horde.
Very good. Now, should they storm the gates, they will have to do so with infantry. Do you think they have the stomach for that?
Strength.
Outstanding work with Tashaho. The main body of the Alliance forces in retreat, but I'm not satisfied. They sacked Tarajo, which was little more than 100 scamp. This alliance is unmasked at last for what they really is, a renegade band of butchers. Even now, a group of humans linger behind to pick up the bones of the smoldering Tarajo. Bloodhilt hurls an axe into the dirt. Make them suffer.
Go forth to victory.
Pachar, please see me. I need your help. Winora Pine Forest.
Greetings.
The barrens may be dry, but these plants once teemed with life. We roamed, we hunted, and we lived off the land. Then the Alliance came, slashing, burning, killing. We call these the fields of blood now, Shaman. The refugees have all fled, but those who remain to fight.
May the eternal sun
With
shine
the immediate
upon
threat gone, can you help with some grim business? We Torn do not bury our dead. We prepare the body for it to return to the elements and place it at our sacred grave sites. Those killed in the Tarajo massacre have had no funeral, and a word misguided Alliance soldiers will burn the bodies of the dead before the proper rites have been performed. Tashaho, please use this totem to Tarajo and perform services for Karum, Dran, Yanda, and Umasha. They didn't make it out of there.
Goodbye.
I have just the thing for you. Ancestors watch over you. Greetings. Go in peace.
I can't cast that yet.
No, stay with the others. Escort them north, away from the fighting. I will stay here with the wyverns and cover your escape. Go. Wait, is it over? I've been running though. Oh, of course. I understand now. I am expected elsewhere. I can feel the embrace now of all living things, the earth's eternal peace. Thank you.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I ran to wake up the others when the attack hit. Were they able to escape? I tried to fight off the soldiers with a skinning knife. Alliance, they're surrounded the camp. What are they doing here? Why are they attacking Toronto? Get the children. Run! Run!
Speak, friend. May your blades
Excellent.
never
I'll
dull.
have their bodies strung up along the gold road as a message to the Alliance.
Go forth to victory.
Thanks to you, the immediate threat is over, but my work here in the Barrens is only beginning. Honest Rand was captured and Toronto was sacked while Warlord Goran was in charge of the region. The war chief has sent me here to clean up his mess. I would like you to write to Desolation Hold to the south in advance for me and let Gordar know that his time is reckoning. Talk to me when you're ready to leave and I will assemble my vanguard to accompany you.
Be safe.
Well met. Be careful.
Have their spirits found peace with the Earth Mother?
Goodbye.
Whenever bows her head. Thank you.
Go in peace.
Nice, fully exalted Rogramar. Naralex.
Greetings.
As druids, we are tasked with protecting the balance of nature. My last work has gone against this. In my folly, I have sown chaos, and the deviant crop must be reaped before it spreads further. What happened here? Do you know that the Barrens was once a lost forest? Thousands of years ago, before the first sundering, it was variant and thriving, watched over by Kalimdor. But then this continent was torn apart, and this land became separated as what we call Kalimdor. This valley of nature became a harsh, sun-scorched plain. When I first learned this, I saw it as a great tragedy. I decided to find a way to regrow the forest once more. How? While studying the land, I discovered a cave that stretched deep into the earth. These waterways carried underground rivers for miles beneath the parched savanna above. I named them the Wailing Caverns, for the howls made the wind and stream as they coursed through the depths. This would be the instrument of revival, I thought. The waters already bubbled to the surface as small, lush oases throughout the barrens. If it imbued and enhanced, this growth could spread across the entire land. So what did you do? My plan was to connect these underground waters directly to the Emerald Dream itself. With my faithful disciples, I journeyed deep into the Wailing Caverns, settled into the meditation, and entered the dream. In my own body, this world was connected to it. It was there that everything went wrong. What happened? I came upon what I can only describe as an overwhelming corruption within the Emerald Dream, an unending nightmare that seized me in its claws and tore at my very mind. I could not break free of its grasp. My disciples were able to wake me. Whatever this corruption was, it found its way into our world through my body. I did indeed channel its energies into the Wailing Caverns, and its horrible influence twisted the wildlife there into a chaotic, deviant forms. Even my disciples were affected, their minds overcome by madness and savagery. They took on the forms of serpents and called themselves the Druids of the Fang. How did you escape? I was saved by my last disciple, Moya, and a band of adventurers. I considered the entire incident a failure. It wasn't until the Cataclysm occurred that I realized I had been far too successful. When the Barrens was cracked apart, a great front of underground water had breached and fell out the surface, full of its energies, was imbuing within the Wailing Caverns. Life immediately sprung from the earth around it, and animals thrived, and then it continued to grow, uncontrollably, unchecked. Now I have to answer for my arrogance and think I could dictate the flow and shape of nature itself. This overgrown must be stopped before it chokes out the natural wildlife entirely.
Be careful. Can I assist you? Good luck, friend.
I'm extremely busy, Shaman.
Till next we meet.
Samples from different parts of the overgrowth. These will be immediately helpful. Yes, thank you, Shaman.
May the stars guide you.
The energies unleashed here have surged through the wildlife, twisting them into powerful, unstable forms. It allows to spread through the grove. These deviates will wreak havoc on the existing ecosystem, devouring local prey and giving out the weaker natural creatures. You must go to and cull the population of the overgrowth. Return when the task is done.
Goddess, watch over.
Moyo,
The winds guide you.
I have a few days how can help heal the overgrowth, Shaman.
We shall meet.
The corruption unleashed here must be studied if we're to find a way of properly fighting it. Luckily, not all the creatures have been as altered as others. The smaller snakes drink little water. They do not eat plants, so their exposures to the energies here have been minimal. They've still absorbed enough to change coloration. Go collect the snakes from the overgrowth and return them to me. We should see what happens to the creatures here.
Walk with the earth, mother.
There's got to be a way to cure those poor creatures without having to take their lives. I have an idea, but I need your help, Shaman. The lash vine plants that roam here hold seeds full of primal energy of this place. Collect these for me and bring them back, and we'll see if something can be done.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
I'm out of range.
I'm out of range.
I've been expecting you. We shall meet again. Walk with the Earth Mother.
Yeah, I'm already here.
What brings you here?
Do you have the seeds? I'm concerned by how active these are. Nevertheless, it simply means we must continue to act quickly before the corruption here becomes worse.
Ancestors watch.
What brings you here? Alone light your
Thank you, Tashaho. I'm pleased to see you return intact. The viciousness I've seen among these creatures is startling.
till next we meet.
If I've truly sown chaos, it is time for reaping. The lumbering outgrowths of plant life scramble around the imbued stream here, Tashaho. They are a direct manifestation on the unstable forces mutating this area. Slay as many as you can, and we might be able to slow down the period of the overgrowth further. And while you're at it, be on the lookout for parts of them that appear especially corrupted. Bring any such pieces to me.
May the stars guide you.
Greetings, traveler.
I need to get closer.
Oh, nice. Okay, I gotta update my herbalism skill. Spell alchemy, yes, okay, alchemy is good.
How may I help? Be careful.
Cutting down the overgrowth will merely buy us some time. Have you found any suspicious pieces?
Alone light your
Narlock
path.
slowly takes his squirming heart from you, visibly disturbed. I have been a fool. The one truth I did not want to accept has been staring me in the face this whole entire time. This foul thing is proof of that. You and I have much work to do.
Goddess, watch over me.
This confirms it. The overgrowth here is not being caused by a mere overabundance of energy. Do you understand? This is beyond what's happening at the Wailing Caverns now. A rift from the nightmare must have torn open in the middle of the very land we're standing on. And to think it's my fault. I've done picking up the edges of this wound. Go to the west to the center of the overgrowth and meet me there again. We will drive into the heart of the corruption and force its sight.
Good luck, friend.
I've been expecting you. Walk with
Have
the
you collected enough? We'll need several for proper comparison.
We shall meet.
These will do
again.
perfectly. Bright colors like these don't occur naturally in the Barrens, but they haven't developed any other mutations so far.
Ancestors watch over.
Based on what you brought me, I think we may have a solution. I've imbued the Lashbind seeds with healing energies. Simple contact with these would imbue the creatures we here with enough energy to force out the corruption influence. Go on attempt to heal the mutated raptors and plain striders by striking the seeds on them and report the results back to me.
Go in peace.
Ishnu Allah.
This is it. I consent this was once the site of great tragedy. Mortal suffering still echoes through here. No doubt this is what the horrors beyond have ceased into. To fully heal this intrusion into our world, I must first fully open it. I will need your strength to hold back whatever may attempt to come through. Are you prepared? I am ready,
Till
Narlock.
next we meet.
I will attempt to seal the scar to Tashaho. Make sure nothing from the other side makes its way through.
That's still recharging.
Hello.
The scar is sealed. Thanks, Anaris.
May the stars guide you.
We've done it. The Nightmare connection to this place has been severed. The rest of the land is safe from the intrusion now, and in time, the aberrations here will be subdued by the balance of nature. I cannot thank you enough, Tashaho. By helping to restore order here, you have let me make amends for my foolish actions.
Goddess, watch over me.
I will stay here and watch over the lands as it heals. Do keep an eye out for any stranglers from here.
Be careful.
While we've accompanied much here, it would be tragedy if part of this corruption has escaped our notice. The corridors of the Wailing Cavern stretch throughout this entire Barrens, and if another spot of wild energy had made its way to the surface. You've done enough for me, though. I would simply ask if you left a fellow druid of mine know of what happened here. You will find Winnow upon Forest and Vendetta Point southwest of here.
Good luck, friend.
Okay. Oop.
I need to get closer.
What brings you here?
Oh dear, it seems that the forces at work here are a bit difficult to control. Please do not Norlax with this. It will only upset him.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Have you taken the Berserk back down a peg or two?
We shall meet
What?
again.
He attacked you with a dozen boars? I guess Squirrelbar have their own ideas of what single combat means. Still, the Berserk will be left reeling after the blow you delivered. It would not be long now before a new chapter arises amongst them to stir up trouble, but at least it buys us some time to get the refugees relocated safely. Thank you, Tashaho. The survivors owe you a great debt.
Walk with the Earth Mother. How may I aid you? Farewell.
I feel what occurred from here, Shaman. It bristled every hair I have. I'm overjoyed to hear you succeeded in pushing those horrors back, and I'm sure to scour the area for any stray, deviant creatures.
Be careful.
Loktar.
I am ready to. Oh, okay. Are you ready to ride to Desolation Hold as my vanguard to Tashaho? Gardol may try to give you the runaround. Let him know his judgment is coming. I am ready to ride, Warlord.
For the Horde.
Oh yeah, I can go pick up wolf mounts. Oh, nice. Honestly, though, probably I think there's a one rider here, so I'll probably just go head over, get the flight path, and call it for the night. Warlord Gardol. This is Desolation Hold, Shaman. Here we bide our time until we are ready to strike back against the Alliance. I'm here on behalf of Warlord Bloodhilt. He wants you to know he'll be arriving shortly. Warlord Bloodhilt, Garash's pet? There's no need for him to be here. As you can see, tell him I have the situation well in hand. I'll be sure to tell the Tashaho refugees that those that lived. But supplies have been tight. I have a manpower shortage. Tell Bloodhilt that tell him yourself. He's almost here.
Victory!
Godar breaks into a sweat. Look, let's not discuss this here in front of the men. When Bloodhilt arrives, I'd like to talk in private. Can you accompany me to make sure things stay on the level? This Bloodhilt is he's a loose cannon. Gardol tries to compose himself. Meet me atop the northern tower and we'll talk with Bloodhilt together. I believe there's a flight master somewhere around here. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's okay for today. I'll go ahead and just pick it up next time. Do it for watch. Thank you very much. And for the Dawn Fury, for the Horde, for Azeroth.